Okay, so when it comes to the energy of self love and what it means, you always want to pay attention to certain key points in your life and you want to be able to reference certain things, right? Now, understand that there's so many different variations of what self love is when it comes to other people. You want to get rid of all of that and you want to wipe your slate clean, I would say, and start all over again. Right, and you want to be able to deconstruct, you want to be able to do all of these things so that way you can get a chance to really understand what self-love means for you. Now, with some people, they may be able to reference, like, a rough time that they've had in their life, and they were still able to love themselves, right, and that helped them build confidence. Or you may have a person who understand that they was not loving themselves enough and they have figured out, like, oh, I can do this and this to love myself more. And so for you, I can guarantee you it's probably going to be something totally different, because why? Self-love is attached to what you see in yourself, which is your imagination, your intuition, and how you're going to communicate with that type of language. So you have to understand the language that is there first. And most likely, you do not want this language to be tied to anybody else. Right? Okay, so when it do come to self love, there should always be like this energy of creation, or having the ability to be creative and have fun and feel magical and feel this essence. Why? Because those are going to be certain things that you're going to be able to reference when you look back. Okay, say if you're a person who love to take pictures, right? You love to take pictures and you love to capture different moments. You can also use those same pictures and work with that type of energy and see where your imagination was at the time, right? It can be, you can reference pictures of yourself, of things that you've taken pictures of, or it can be just like how you choose to engage with that type of energy at the time versus now, because you have had a little bit more experience or you have had some sort of awakening, you can see it from a different perspective. And I've always said this too, like when it comes to self love, it should be something that is personal and private to you. So that way, when you do perfect that type of energy and when you become a master of that energy within yourself, you get a chance to express whatever you want to express. Again, it's sort of like when I just mentioned in the last video talking about beauty. You want to show up as your own masterpiece, right? You think about a blank canvas, which is yourself, and you get a chance to create all of these different magical, beautiful things about yourself, with makeup, with fashion, um, with your hairstyles, with anything you want, right? Really. And so this is that type of energy as well. However, in order for you to understand this type of energy, you're going to go towards what makes you feel good. And I guess some people, they don't feel comfortable feeling good about themselves because they may have been around jealous people who have, like passed that energy on to them or influenced them to be like that or whatever. Or you may have people around you who did not really understand it themselves, and so they weren't able to teach you. And so now that you have grasp this type of mentality for yourself, you can work with this type of energy on your own, right? And you can work with nature, you can work with goddess energies, you can work with your own intuition, yourself, you can work with your own signature energies. All of these beautiful things you have within yourself. You just have to be able to say, you know what? I want to go towards things that makes me feel good. I want to go towards things that make me feel magical. And I guess I've always felt like this because of course I'm an Aries. And we love to center ourselves, like, and I'm not ashamed about that. Like, yes, I love to center myself when it's something that is very fun or like pleasurable for me. Let's say I love to just go to the store and like shop, right? I enjoy seeing variety of different things, and why not? Like, even if I don't choose to like purchase certain things, I'm like, oh my god, look at this over here, look at this, everything is so shiny or so like magical in my eyes. And so yeah, I see things like that. And of course, yes, there can be a downside to that because I'm exposing myself a little bit here. You tend to see positivity in everything, beauty in everything, magical things in everything.